In the winter of 1959, 9 experienced hikers walked into the Ural Mountains of the Soviet Union. Weeks later, all 9 were dead, and what killed them has never been fully explained. They were students and graduates from the Ural Polytechnic Institute, skilled, fit, and well prepared for the cold. Their leader was 23-year-old Igor Dyatlov. Their goal was to reach a remote peak called a Torton, deep in the frozen north. They set out as a group of 10. But early in the journey, one member, Yuri Yudin, fell ill and turned back. That illness saved his life. He would be the only one of them to survive. The others pressed on into a landscape of endless snow and silence. Their route crossed the slope of a mountain the local Mansi people called Kholat Shachel. Translated, the name means dead mountain. On the night of February 1st, they pitched their tent high on the open slope, instead of in the shelter of the forest below. It was a strange choice for such experienced hikers. It would be their last. When the group failed to send word by their expected return date, their families grew frantic. On February 20th, a search party set out into the mountains to find them. 6 days later, they found the tent, half buried in snow, collapsed and empty. But one detail froze the rescuers in place. The tent had been cut open from the inside. Someone had sliced through the thick canvas with a knife from within and fled. Not through the entrance, straight out into the freezing night. Outside, a trail of footprints led down the slope toward the forest. Some were made by socks, some by a single boot, some by bare feet, in temperatures of 30 degrees below zero. Nearly a mile downslope, beneath a tall cedar tree, searchers found the remains of a small fire, and near it, the first 2 bodies, dressed only in their underwear, in the killing cold. 3 more were found scattered between the tree and the tent, as if they had been trying to climb back up. Among them was Igor Dyatlov himself. They had frozen to death where they fell, but 4 hikers were still missing. It took over 2 months for the snow to melt enough to find them, buried in a ravine deeper in the forest, and their bodies told a very different story. These 4 had catastrophic injuries, fractured skulls, crushed ribs, wounds doctors compared to the force of a car crash. Yet there were almost no external marks, as if they had been struck by something immense from the outside. One of them, Lyudmila Dubinina, was found missing her tongue and her eyes. To this day, investigators have struggled to fully explain how. Then the laboratory results came back. Traces of radiation were found on some of their clothing. The official investigation concluded only that the hikers had died from a, quote, compelling natural force. Then the case was sealed. For decades, the theories multiplied. A sudden slab avalanche, violent mountain winds, infrasound that drove them to panic, even secret military tests. Each explains a piece of the puzzle. None explains all of it. In 2021, scientists modeled a rare slab avalanche that could match some of the injuries. Many were convinced. Many still are not. The radiation, the missing tongue, and the choice to flee half-dressed into the dark all remain. 9 people ran from something on Dead Mountain. We still do not know what. You asked for the file. Now you have it. Tell us in the comments what you believe really happened, and type file on any of our cases to choose the next one we open. Subscribe because every week we open another. Verant Files, where the questions outlive the answers.